Hey guys, I hope you do well. I was invited to Secret Santa, but not any Secret Santa, a DIY Secret Santa, so let's get crafting. But first, who's hungry? So with that out of the way, let's go. I decided to craft a little Christmassy stop motion figure like I do for my short films. And for those of you who don't know, I work in a theater and I like to recycle all tools that are broke. Like these screws, some broke, some are just dull. Normally we would throw them away, but I just collect them and take them home and try to reuse them in the figures I build or the sets I build for my stop motions. In this case, we will use that for our little figure. We use the long screw, the golden screw for the leg. But the first step, as always, is we make a wire armature, and for that I twist the wire. There will be a tutorial how I build my wire figures somewhere in January, maybe, I don't know. I get crafting, I twist the wire, I glue the screw onto the wire and let it dry. Then I use Piccolini drying clay. That's a clay that gets hard after 24 hours in the air. And yeah, I seal the crossings of the wire with that. I also use the clay where the wire and the screw meets, just to give it a little bit of extra stability. After that's dry, I connect the legs to the torso, again using the Piccolini clay. Next up are the hands. I use 10 strips of brown wire and twist that around my hands. Then I use super glue to hold the fingers in place where they belong. And after that I again use Piccolini clay to form out the hands. So if you are a little bit in a hurry and you don't have the time to wait until everything is dry like I was in that situation, you can just use a hairdryer to, not dry the hair but dry the figure you're building. After that, we are going to make a head. I form a little bowl out of the Piccolini clay and then use the broken screws and pieces I have to form a little ears and eyes, and then I use my beautiful fingers to form a little nose, so a little bit contours. And after that, sometimes you see there the clay has little breaks and stuff, and you just take a little bit of water and it gets like muddier, and then you can close the gaps you maybe have in the clay. So now we have a skeleton, but we need flesh, and now it's time for tape, and it's time for taping a body. After we have the body volume we want, we assemble the figure, and we again use super glue to glue the head onto its torso. And it is starting to come together, but something is missing. I think we need a little bit of color. So I decided to use reddish brown and gold for a little figure. I don't know, I think reddish brown and gold, that's some colors that are quite Christmassy. So yeah, let's mix them and put them on our figure. As you can see, I paint the hands and the head in this brownish gold color, but not the foot we see, because he wears boots, so the foot will be a dark brown color at the end. I think it's great to reuse old cardboard or plastic, and that's what I did. The creme fraiche I used for the cooking earlier in the video, I reused as the basket our little Christmas pirate is wearing. Yeah, and for that I again used tape. I taped everything. I think this little tape you can just buy in a hardware store. Looks great. I use it sometimes to make wood and stuff on cardboard, and with a little color it really looks good. So I plaster everything on this little cup with tape, and then I use dark brown acrylic paint mixed with a little bit of water and paint the whole cup brown. I know I said I would paint the things brown, but there was a little cuddling in between. You know, my cat wanted that I fulfill my duties, and so I could not paint that cup. The next thing on our list is clothing. You know, no one wants to see a naked center pirate. And again, I use old clothing. I have friends give me nothing like socks or underwear, but old t-shirts and stuff. I wash them, and then I use them to make the clothes for my figures. And this time I used white shirt that I painted with a lot of acrylic paint, and black trousers I found in a box. Yeah, and I cut that in form and used hot glue to glue it on to my little pirate center. Because this figure will be a gift and not a figure that needs to move a lot because it's not part of a stop motion movie, I have this little plate I will screw it onto. Time to finish up the little basket he will wear. I cut little holes into our cup. I used brown wire and twist it and put it into the holes I drilled into the cup to make this cup a little backpack. Then I form the boot out of a little bit more of the Piccolini clay. So far so good, but something is still missing. I think he needs some hair. You know, Santa without hair, without a beard. Not too Chevy Levy. My guy's not too Chevy Levy, but we need a beard, I guess. I want a beard. Let's do a beard. I decided to use a white clay and mix it with a little bit of purple, blue, and gray clay, so it has a little bit more texture. And yeah, I just formed the center how I liked it. He got long hair, a little bit of beard, and after I put that on him, the center is finished, and here is our final. Let's still call him a little final pirate center. Yeah, I'm really proud of this turned out. I had no idea when I started this project what will come out at the end. I knew I wanted to recycle the screws I took home from work, and yeah, I had this. I knew it had to be something like Christmas, and this thing has a purpose. You can put pencils in it or something you want. That's why he has this little basket. I think he's really cool. I hope the person who will get it will enjoy it and will have fun with it. And yeah, I hope you like it too. I know there were, for a long time, there weren't any tutorials. But now I will try to get a little bit more into that. Yeah, there will be a tutorial how I do my wire figures. There will be a tutorial about how I build my figures in general. Like, I have a general rule, like I build these figures in this certain way, and then they just become their individual figure at a point. And yeah, there will be a few more tutorials. I built a UFO for a friend of mine for a short film. There will be a tutorial out in February. And yeah, I think I asked you guys, you said you quite liked that. And I tried to do a little bit more content next year, a little bit more tutorials. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I see you in the next video. And yeah, stay safe, take care of yourself, and see you next time.